This message showed up at about 75,000 miles on my 2020 Ram 6.7. I'm going to show you what that means. Right around 75,000 miles, Cummins needs a new CCV filter. So I'm going to start off by taking out these 4 bolts, and I'll use an 8mm socket, and then that cover will come off, and the dipstick, I'm going to leave that in, but I'll pull it out, but I'll leave the dipstick in. Keep everything together here. I'm going to set it off to the side, and then there are some bolts along the side that I'll take out. Take out the easy ones first, and then the back ones, there's a little wire holder that you have to pull off, and there's a stud, so I have to get a deep socket for that one, or a wrench would work as well. Now the one back here, a little harder to reach with a socket, so I'm going to use a ratcheting wrench. Once I remove the wire, I can get my wrench over top of it, and again, it's a stud. And one more back here. So I'm going to pull the wire off. This one's a little harder to pull because it's so far back there. Use my channel lock pliers and pull that off, and I'll use the ratcheting wrench to loosen this one up. Okay, so I got this one out. Now I have to remove the oil cap, and the cover lifts right off. I didn't have to unplug anything because all I have to do is pull this CCV crankcase ventilation filter out, pull straight up. Again, I didn't have to remove any of the hoses or wires or anything like that. I'm going to turn it upside down so none of my oil drips all over my engine. I'm going to get some fresh oil, wipe it around the O-rings on my new CCV filter, and wipe around the perimeter, clean that up good, wipe around the perimeter. With new oil. Got that covered pretty good. So here is my new Fleet Guard CCV filter. And I'll just push it into place. I'm going to push down, make sure it's in there tight. And then there's one more O-ring that I want to lube up before I put everything back together. Installation is very easy on this filter. Once you get that tightened down, I'm going to start in the back here and put the stud in by hand. I always like to start the bolts by hand. That way it prevents cross-threading. And just go around the outside. There's 8 total fasteners to hold this cover on. Okay, so I've got all my fasteners in. I'm going to put the oil cap on, and then I can go around and tighten all of my fasteners. Again, this one being the hardest to get to. For these fasteners, I just snug them down. They don't have to be torqued. They don't have to be real tight. And again, the very back stud is a little more difficult just because of all the stuff in the way. Next, I'm going to put my wires back on, hold them in place, and then I have to reset my code. So I'll show you how to do that once I get this all put back together. Put this cover on, put in the 4 bolts to hold it down, make sure my dipstick's in place. And then I can tighten down these 4 bolts. Now to get rid of the perform service message on my dash, I go in, turn the vehicle to run without it running, don't start it up, press the brake pedal all the way down twice, then slowly push down the accelerator pedal twice. At which point I can turn it off and then turn it back on, and you see the message has disappeared. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that little bell icon for any updates. I'm How To Bob. Thanks for watching.